So, welcome back to Everlasting Summer. This is Yulya route, which is, I think, the true ending route. A few minutes later, we were at the bench. I easily sprawled on the sand and looked at the river. Immediately felt completely exhausted. You know, I don't actually like swimming. Meaning you don't know how to swim? Yulya sat next to me. Ah, are you making fun of me, Yulya? Well, it's not that I don't know. Anyway, that doesn't matter. The pioneers, fine, but how could the whole town disappear? I told you before, I don't know. Let's get swimming. Really? I don't want to. I never like to reveal that I am a lousy swimmer. Oh, come on, stop it. You can splash in the water near the shore. Okay. Wait, I'll go get my swimming trunks. But Yulia seemed to not hear me and start to undress. Oh, what? Are you going to swim like that? Yeah, anything wrong with that? I turned away at the right time. Aren't you shy? I tried to speak so calmly as possible, but the reason I did not look at her was because my face was burning rather than out of politeness. Shy about who, you? She laughed. You know what? I turned around. Yulia was already in the water up in her neck. Come here. I decided that nothing bad would happen if I stayed in my underwear, undress, and enter the water. Oh, it's cold. Move around and you will get warm, like me. She started to jump and wave her hand in the water. Still felt awkward. You can read, Yulia said excitedly. Oh, of course I am. Next to me there are a naked girl, or later female humanoid. And not enough. Ooh. She look a little bit menacing here. And hey, Simone, very good abs here. I turned around and at the same moment I felt Yulia hugging me. Is this also part of your program? I understood that I was saying completely nonsense, but nothing more meaningful was over my head. What? Well, you know. Suddenly I realized that I was being hugged from behind by a naked, omnipotent being, which is able to exist in a multiple reality simultaneously. My brain was instantly overloaded by errors about the lack of system resource. Here it is, a blue screen of death. My legs backed and start to go under the water. Yulia hit me up. There's no need to drown yourself. She was still hanging me. I felt it even stronger. What are you going to do? Swim, obviously. So, that mean you're not suggesting anything? I tried to say it with a calm expression, but it did not turn out very well. Like what, for example? Well, even enough you don't remember much. You essentially behave quite reasonably. So, you should understand. Well, I don't know, she said slightly. Suddenly, I felt something twisting around my thigh. I tried to pull myself away, but Yulia held me tight. Also, mention physics in the water are very different from the land. It's just my tail. A tail? Don't you find it strange that you have a tail? What? You don't like my tail? If you step on my tail, then you're gonna get hurt. Wait a minute. I paused for a moment, trying to pace through the just had. So you seem that serious too? What serious? The one just quoted. She suddenly stopped and thought. Don't people say that? Some kind of say? So you don't know where it's from. And who cares? Yulya laughed. Her tail continued to roam my body. Could it be that Yulya still has a memory about her time before the scam? Maybe they hidden something and supposed she got that quote somewhere. Of course, maybe she heard it from one of the pioneers. But isn't that too early for the show to even exist? The only conclusion that Yulya seemed to be a prisoner in the camp, and the same as I. Again, I forgot to put my phone on silence. Maybe I should put it on vibrate. Just a more mysterious one. What happened next happened by itself. Even if what I was going to do was dangerous in the end, I am red-blooded man. At that moment, Yulya was not an all-powerful being to me. I was holding an ordinary girl in my arms. I brought the sleeping Yulya to my cabin. She was surprisingly light. I put her on a bed, collapsed beside her, and closed my eyes. But all my attempt to get to sleep failed. I felt a terrible thirst. Quickly, so as not to wake Yulya up, I get out of the bed, pulled my shirt, and went outside. On the way to wash stand, I thought about everything that happened. I didn't care about whether it was right or not. No, that wasn't the main issue. I decided that I just didn't have any other choice in that situation. More importantly are the possible consequences. Even if Yulya was a little different from me, we could say she was closer to who or what was behind it all. Just because she knew more than me. Which mean, however, blindly assuming or drowning conclusion about anything is difficult task in this camp. I was sure of that by now. I quenched my thirst and washed myself. I was going back to the camp leader cabin, whistling a piece from Beer Jaunt by Greg, when somebody called out to me. How did you? I jumped on the spot, turning out saw a silhouette of the pioneer. There was no chance of seeing his face clearly in his darkness. So it's you again. Who, me? No, in the sense that I am the one that you have already seen. What in sense of who in fact I am? I don't understand. I remember that Yulya told me that he can't do me any physical harm, and I calmed down a bit. Whatever. Besides, I saw how you were getting it on back there. And that gave me a heebie-jeebie. No matter how fantastic situation is, it's always frustration when you caught doing something so intimate. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's not nice to spy on people? You upset? No, why would I? I snort and half turned toward him, trying to vain to see his face. And what the cat-eared one told you. She has a name. I felt strong and said to Yulya, so I didn't hesitate to stand for her. A name? And what is it? An almighty observer? The double-faced Jesus? Yulya. I said a bit or something. Yulya? He started to laugh like a horse and man. And who gave it to her? You, probably? Fine, tell me what you want and get lost. Okay, Your Majesty, just don't be angry. He bowed awkwardly. The sight was so ghastly that I even shattered. And what has the so-called Yulya told you? I said there's no point of hiding the information I found out recently. She told me that there are many other camps that you are the same as me, and after 7 days we leave and never come back. It was disgusting for me to be in the same boat as him, but a fact was still a fact. Yes, that's about right. And what did she tell you about herself? You think it's any of your business? Besides, surely you know everything without me. Yes, I know something. I have dealt with her before. Oh, his tone was so disgusted that I didn't even want to continue his conversation. Well, if you have nothing more to... No, wait a minute. I haven't finished yet. No, what? Want me to tell you what's she hiding from you? Go on. I was sure that Yulia had no secret from me, but in my situation, any information could be useful. Never come back. No, they do come back, and you come back. At last, you did before. I don't understand. I did tell you that you had already been here. So after 7 days, it doesn't matter whatever you leave on a bus or fall asleep in the forest, you will find yourself sitting in the 410 again. But how? She told you that you would just disappear, right? I did not answer. Well, I can't be sure she's lying. Maybe she just doesn't know everything. But what I said true. You and I were here many times. Of course, I've been here more times, but that doesn't matter. Okay? Then why I don't remember anything? You will remember them all sometime later. That's what happened to me. And you telling me that there is no escape from there? Yes, I am. I remember you told me that what happened today had never happened before, right? True, that is the first time. And how can you explain that? I won't. You hope that something will change? No, it will. Well, see about that. I decided to turn and walk away. To my surprise, the pioneer did not even try to stop me. I returned at the cabin and found Yulia, carefully combining her tea. You were talking to him, right? How did you know? For a moment I had a doubt. Just guesses. He's supposed to appear when you are alone. Yes, and he told me that nobody disappears, that we come back. Yulia didn't answer anything. Is that so? To tell you the truth, I don't know. I sat on the bed beside her and began to think. Don't know how long we were sitting there, but soon I started to fall asleep. Let's go watch the stars. Let's go. I wanted to sleep badly, but at the same time I felt a sense of incompletions and was hoping fresh air would clear my thought. A few minutes later, we were at the square. Oh, okay. I sat on a bench and Yulia put her head on my lap and stared at the sky. Isn't it beautiful? It is. We sit in silence for quite a long time. So, what will happen tomorrow? What do you mean? Well, tomorrow is the 7th day, so it is time to leave. Do you want to leave? Suddenly I want to start by realization I have heard this question many times before. According to you and him, even if I don't want to, I must. So let's leave. She smiled. Will you come with me? Of course. I will. After all this, you must definitely marry me. Okay. I don't know a single energy that would originate measure with a cat girl. So we'll look for one. Okay. Seriously though, what will happen tomorrow? In the evening, the bus will come. You sure about that? Absolutely sure. It always comes. And we will take it. And then? Why are you so asking all these stupid questions? Yulia protested. How should I know? How should I know? Well, make a guess, and we'll go back to your word. That will be... I stopped. Well, see. I sighed. And what about you and your many selves? I only look like this here, right? Over there, I will just be a regular me. Sure, what with a cat ear and tail. Yulia hit me painfully in the rib. Hey, I am just joking. Maybe without a tail. She said sadly. No, I like it. Don't think anything like that. She said nothing, just closed her eyes. And what is the like over there? It's different, that for the best way I can put it. Something are better, some are worse. We got into internet, I clinked. And what will I do there? Well, I don't know. Let's solve this problem as they come. Alright. We sat there for a long time, talking about all sorts of foolish things. Finally, Yulia said, "Let's go sleep." Yeah, good timing. I felt a wave of terrible fatigue. Tomorrow, it's time to pack up our things. But I have nothing to pack. How about that? He has nothing to pack. But you know what? I have. For example, I literally just can't imagine what she was planning to take. What about my supplies for winter? Apples, nuts, mushrooms. Do you really think you will need all that? Of course. She jumped up and looked at me strangely. I'm going to sleep and you can do whatever you want. With this word, Yulia marched bravely toward the camp leader cabin. Hey, I didn't rush after her. After entering the cabin, Yulia immediately addressed Snack into bed and pulled the blanket over her head. I didn't mean anything like that. If you want to take your stores, let's take them. In the end, they could be useful for us, especially in my situation where anything could happen. I was just joking. She broke out from under the blanket and struck out her tongue. And now sleep, commanded Yulya. I didn't mind it, so I undressed, lay down beside her, and we fell asleep holding each other. I had a strange dream again. This is something I hate about this game when it is like a stretch thing out. Like, come on, the game is already very long. Over 40 hours. No, of course, being here in the camp was extremely strange by itself in Cambria with any normal nightmare dream. However, in the dream, everything seemed too real. But when I woke up, I couldn't remember a thing. There was only vague image of a long driveway, an old rust bus, the rickety gates of the camp, collapsed situation, stats of a pioneer, and an abandoned square. I ran through Sovenok back and forth as if trying to find someone, but exactly who remained a mystery to me. When I woke up, the sun was already setting. A bright sun beam was lighted up the dust drift in the silence of the room and painting it with all color of rainbow. Reflection on the glass took a different outline. Look from one angle and it's just a spot of sunlight. Look from another and it is a pirate with his kettles. I stretched lazily and yawned. I think I will use this image for the thumbnail of Yulya route. It is very cute. Turn to the other side of I saw Yulya sleeping peacefully next to me. Oh, very cute actually. Good morning, said Yulya without opening her eyes. It's daytime already. Morning stars, when you wake up, you are taken just the same way I did before. So now you are changing your mind? Well, I don't know. During the last week, I got used to get up in the morning. That was not entirely true. because I didn't always wake up with the sunrise and regular mess of the lineup. You want to say that you'll change, she giggled. I think any man in my position will change, at least a little. It seemed quite natural to me. Yes, perhaps I won't argue. A long silence followed, the kind of silence where you are not tortured by the need to say something just to break the observed awkwardness. This silence could say more than any words. Well, we're leaving today, I asked finally. I think so. So, you think you mean you are not even sure? Not completely. This is happening for the first time. You mean the disappearance of the pioneer? Not just that. She got out of bed and started to dress. I looked at her, mesmerized and able to look away. What you are looking at? Get up, it's time to pack. You mean your berries and mushroom? Of course. You're really serious about this stuff. You just stood arms akimbo and looked at me recently. Do you want all my supplies to be gone? Of course I don't. To tell the truth, I didn't really give a damn about them. To be precise, I just don't see the point in stocking food for one-way journey. At last without a return ticket for sure. A few minutes later, we were standing in the same forest glade where the day before Yulya had been speaking mushroom with sugar. Is this true? Like put sugar on mushroom? Is this like something scientifically something? I had to look up for this. She went behind the tree, threw aside the leaves and pulled out a heavy sack. All this. This isn't all, this is just what's necessary. I couldn't put what I planned to say on nice way, so I decided to say nothing. The sack was filled with mushroom, berry, apples, nut, all mixed up. I immediately had serious doubt about the fitness of a human consumption of this assured lot. Take it, Yulya pointed the sack with an easy smile. Well, I hope you understand that I won't be able to. No, you're strong. Look how massive you are. Oh, fuck. She used her hand to indicate that a different new height. I tried to lift the sack. It weighed at least 30 kilo. Look, let's only take some of it. We won't be able to eat it all anyway. I was trying to cheat. Why not? Winter are long in this land. The winter are coming. How will you know that? I guessed. I tried to make a most painful grimace I could. I can manage it to the square at most. Have mercy on me. Yeah, took a little. Okay, then throw out the berries. What a great solution. Get rid of the lightest stuff. However, I didn't object and so put my hand on the sack. I can't say it got any lighter, I said when I finished with the berries. I don't want to hear it. Side and sack helps see the ground next to the sack. Then let's carry it in turns. But it's heavy. Oh, really? That's what I'm telling you. I meant it heavy for me. Well, if it's light for me, I muttered under my breath, trying to make Yulya not hear it. It's light for you. No, it's not. It seems I should not underestimate her cat ears. Okay, let's come back here later. For now, it will be nice to have something to eat. Well, maybe. She smiled and held out her hand to me. The canteen was filled with the small and fried potatoes. Yulya fluttered around me, watching me cook. To tell the truth, I never found any special pleasure in doing this. I always want to start eating immediately, without waiting for all the ingredients to be prepared. The water to boil, the dumpling to float up. That's why I'm usually fine with eating sandwiches or fast food. You're doing so well. I told you there is nothing special to it. But, she tried to find a word. But you are doing well anyway. I'm glad you like it. Of course, I like it. Judging by the way Yulya was demolish the potatoes, she actually enjoyed my simple culinary creation. And you worry. Chew first, then speak. What's loud? You must behave in polite society. And what kind of society are we in here? Yulya spoke her hand and sighed with laughter. That was true. The canteen was empty. Just like the whole camp. What do you think? Where are they all gone to? How should I know? She picked up the last piece with her fork and felt prepare it into her mouth. You must miss them, sort of. What about me? I am better than any stray dog. Another quote. I didn't pay any special attention to it this time. Given that you are some kind of a cat, you definitely get your quotes right. Are you feeling lonely? Well, I am not alone here. Just the two of us. But if what had happened didn't happen, we maybe I suffer from it. So in other reality, you are and me weren't so close. Yulya finished for me. Yes. No. It's strange. Why? Well, because there are a lot of camps, as you say, and according to the theory of probability, which means that everything that happened within the last 2 days is really something exceptional. You say that as if it is bad. Of course not. I felt the blood rush in my head. Just strange. There are a lot of strange things here. That's why I use the word so often. Anyway, you're just nitpicking. Who? Me? Never! She laughed. No, you are seriously nitpicking, especially when it's come to words. Why would I do that? I can't even imagine. You know better. Seemed like for any of my arguments, she already had an answer. Prepare as if she knew in advance what I will say. Forget it. Let it go. Where? I realized that saying this was a big mistake. Now she's definitely dragged me back to the sack. Well, there enough time to till the bus arrives, so we could. Oh, right, the supplies! I scratch my chin and follow her. Epic fail. So, we will end the episode here and see you next time. This is getting much longer than I expected. So, goodbye.